Selfish mode. You know, some days, our whole mood gets handed over before we even realize we gave it away. One text, one tone, one person being distant, and then suddenly, the day's not ours anymore. It belongs to whatever they did, didn't do, said, didn't say. And that is such a quiet kind of exhaustion, because now we're not just living, we're monitoring, checking the phone, reading the room, trying to figure out if someone still feels the same, trying to decide if we're okay based on whether they made us feel chosen today. And listen, people matter. Connection matters. How someone treats us matters. We don't need to pretend we're above wanting to care. That's not growth. That's just emotional cosplay. But there is a difference between being affected by someone and being owned by them. There's a difference between feeling disappointed and letting disappointment become the whole weather system of our body. Sometimes we give people way too much authority over our peace. We let their inconsistency become our instability. We let their silence become a story about our worth. We let their mood become our mirror. And before we know it, we're waiting for someone else to give us permission to feel good again. That is the part we have to interrupt. Because your happiness cannot live in someone else's hands full time. It's too fragile there. Too exposed, too dependent on whether they slept well, whether they're distracted, whether they know how to communicate, whether they even have the capacity to love you properly. And some people don't. Not because you're hard to love, because they are limited, because they are avoidant, because they are careless, because they like access more than accountability, because they know how to take up space in your life but not know how to handle your heart. And that is painful, but it is also information. Let people be information, not oxygen. Their actions can show you what you need to know, but they do not get to decide who you are. Their distance can hurt, but it does not get to become your identity. Their inability to show up does not cancel out your softness, your depth, your value, your right to joy. You're allowed to care. You're allowed to want better. You're allowed to say, that hurt. But do not abandon yourself at the scene of someone else's behavior. Do not make a home inside the waiting. Do not let one person's inconsistency steal every other good thing still trying to reach you. There is still life outside of their reaction. There is still music. There is still your body asking to be tended to. There are still people who show up without making you beg for emotional crumbs. There is still you, and you count. So today, take your happiness back from the place you left it. Not because you don't care, because you do. And because caring about someone else should not require you disappearing from yourself. Now let's take a moment to breathe into that. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and send it to your chest. The part of you that has been waiting for someone else to make you feel chosen. Hold it for a second. Now exhale through your mouth. You do not have to chase your own worth. Again, breathe into your stomach. The place that tightens when someone's energy shifts. Hold it for a second. Now exhale slowly. Their mood is not your mirror. One more deep breath into your shoulders. The place carrying the weight of other people's behavior. Hold it one last time. Now exhale. Let what is not yours fall off. Take this with you. Care without disappearing. Let people be information, not oxygen. And remember, your peace is still yours to hold.